Morning all. Right, I've moved to a different room today because I was going to try and film outside and my neighbour started mowing his lawn, so I couldn't hear myself. Anywho, today I got some notes. I'm going to be talking, I suppose, mainly to parents or teachers. Says how well the roots are coming along. That's all good stuff, different colour hair from there. Anyway, not important. Excuse me. I want to talk about acknowledging value in your kids. And I'm not saying, please don't think I'm telling you how to parent or anything. This isn't about that at all. It's not. It's about getting an understanding with them, and especially at this time when we're stuck in. And what I found through my teaching was that if I acknowledged their worth or their value, I got more out of them when I was on their side. Don't get me wrong, I did all of that. Well, I've done my exams, I don't have to do it, and get on with it and get a wriggle on and what are you talking for and shut up and all of those kind of things. But then when I started to, I'm not saying that went completely as far as teaching goes, because it does seem to be part and parcel of teaching, but anyway, when I started to shift the language that I used and my mindset towards them, that's when I saw a shift in them. And research tells us and has proven that to engage properly with younger people is to understand things from their point of view, even if we don't, if that makes sense to you. So we might not get what they're talking about, particularly if it's to do very much with what they are engrossed in today, but it doesn't mean we can't hear them. It doesn't mean we can't be on their side. So, and when you do that, when you acknowledge that value and the contribution that that person gives, whether it's in a classroom or whether it's just in your household, in your life, whatever, you will see them change, and you will see an understanding of, or that they understand now that you get them. So, sorry, I've started with a cough today, so I'm going to start self-isolating. So my chest's been a bit bad, and this is the face of someone who just didn't sleep last night. Just held it all back a bit. Anyway, right, so my 5 top tips. I'm going to look at my notes just to remind me. Empathy, firstly, not sympathy, empathy. When you empathise with somebody, you show them that you're prepared to get down in that hole with them, if you like, if that's where they are, and help them back out. Number 2, show a genuine interest in what is bothering them, or even just what they're doing. So you might have a child at home now, for example, who is struggling and with work, with just isolation, with not being with their mates and so on. So they may have some issues that they want to talk about, or not, and they're just doing something amazing. But show a genuine interest. Kids can spot fakery a mile off, so show a genuine interest in them. On the back of that, have a non-judgmental attitude. Don't judge them, don't criticise them, just listen. And that leads me on to point 4, which is listen to them, but listen to them properly, because when you do, you will find something out that you didn't know before. So really switch on to them. And the final point linking on to that is don't give advice. Don't give them advice. Unless they ask for something, what do you think? What should I do? Which obviously does happen at times. But if they don't, then don't give it. They just want you to listen to them. They just want you to hear them and acknowledge that you've heard them and acknowledge their worth. So tell them how great they are. Tell them what you think about what they've done or what they're struggling with or whatever. Listen, open up and listen, and it will shift the dynamics, even if it's just for that day. And I don't mean it'll go back to the same way. It might just be something small that you want to deal with, but it can be used on a small scale and it can be used on a large scale. But it works, and use it well, because you will see a difference if you do. So I hope that's helped. This has gone on a little bit, but excuse me. Take care. Enjoy your days. Care for yourselves. Care for each other. And make sure you're all staying very, very safe. Bye.